Hello everyone and welcome to my video. I'm Lucarval and today I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel again. We'll most likely play some solo mode of course, and yeah, let's see what we can get today. And of course back with me is Sheldon again. Yeah,
Hi guys.
nice to have him back after his vacation. So he's back home on our stream.
Yeah, home sweet home.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? Check campaign code. We can get something. Oh, 100 gems. Nice. I like that. Maybe we can open some new packs. That would be nice. Not yet. I mean, we could open packs, but I prefer opening them in packs of 10 packs. That's much easier. Okay. By the way, guys, yeah, Sheldon here plans to also learn a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And what's better than, yeah, him watching and listening to how I play, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so where have we been? I think Paragon Warriors was the last thing we did. Or was it... Yeah, I think at these we couldn't continue yet. Okay, so what do you think? What should we go for next? The glory of the gladiator beasts, or studying the origins of the Karakuri, or Gears of Justice Dispatch?
Let's go with the glory of the gladiator beasts.
Yeah, that's actually one of the decks that Frankie has in real life. One of his favorite decks, yeah. Okay. Then let's see. First, some story, of course. The glory of the gladiator beasts. In ancient times, a great empire ruled the world. The city was prosperous, and its inhabitants lived in peace. War was a thing of faraway islands, and the aristocrats, unknown of the danger, decided to build a great amphitheater, the Colosseum. Therein, gladiator beasts fought to the death for sport. Tournaments were held day and night to satisfy the latent bloodlust of the aristocrats. Long live the Empire! Salute the dying heroes! At the blast of a horn, a fierce battle would begin, in which the beasts would fight with claws, fangs, and any weapons available. At the Colosseum, those who captivated the crowds were lavished with praise. This spurred on the gladiator beasts, who risked great peril for the spectators' cheers. The Empire enjoyed the very height of prosperity, but a small spark would set it on the path of destruction, And with the decline of the Empire, the frequency of fighting tournaments decreased. The aristocrats scaled the Colosseum for eternity, for fear that the gladiator beasts who had lost their battlegrounds might revolt. Many years passed since the fall of the Empire and the Colosseum, decayed over time. But one day, the ground with faded bloodstains shined, and the gladiator beasts appeared. Among the seats, long empty of spectators, the starting horn once again echoed. Long live the Empire! Salute the dying heroes! inside the Colosseum, framed by that decaying city, the gladiator beasts fought once again. And in jubilation of their heroic travails, the cheers of the aristocrats could once more be heard. That moving picture was so weird, it looked a little buggy, but okay. It looked like it's accidentally moved outside of the picture. Because there was...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, they kind of failed at that, sorry. Okay. So, by the way, first question to you, Sheldon. So, do you know the 3 types of cards at Yu-Gi-Oh! That you play with?
Not really, to be honest. I'm a complete beginner.
Okay. Well, there are 3 types. Monsters, spells, and traps. So monsters are these. They have usually have stars or especially attack points and such. The spells are green, and the traps are pink.
Got it.
Yeah, the difference is, yeah, of course you can normal summon monsters once per turn. Or with effects, you can special summon monsters. Depending, yeah, but you need an effect that does it. So... it looks like there is a problem with the music. Because it plays the same song again. And I can't switch to the next one. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I found a temporary solution for that. But yeah, I have to maybe message Stream Elements about that. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, you can normal summon a monster by just summoning to the field. And you see the you see the stars here, right on this card.
Yeah.
You see, if it has 4 or less stars, then you can normal summon it just straight to the field in your main phase. That's no problem then. If it has 5 or 6 stars, you need to tribute 1 monster on the field that you control. If it has 7 or more, then you need to tribute 2 monsters. Like you just send the monster to the graveyard and then summon your monster.
Alright.
Yeah, spell cards can be activated as often as you want to during your turn, as long as they don't have restrictions themselves. Like, for example, this card, it doesn't have restrictions, so I can activate. Let's see. I can use that effect of it once per turn, yeah. But I can activate more cards of this if I have them, and then I just have played them multiple times. But yeah. Then let's see. Now we do a normal summon. We have 4 stars, so no problem. And you see, Test Tiger, for example, has the effect. If we control a face-up Gladiator Beast monster, we can special summon it from the hand. Special summons are unlimited. You can do them as often as you want to, except for if something limits you. But the rules don't limit you. So, yeah. Let's see, what is that effect? Yeah. Return this to the deck, and yeah, we can now take advantage of that effect. Okay, now I can do fusion summon. Yeah. The way traps actually work, yeah, I'll show you that on a different duel, I think, because right now I don't have any traps in hand. Okay, no. Attack. Alright. Though the music is a little loud. Or is it fine for you?
Well, I can say it is a little loud. It could be a little bit tuned down.
Yeah, I hope I can do that. So, okay, now it should be better.
Yeah, that's better.
Alright. Okay, we won that duel. That was just a practice duel here. They tell you what to do. Okay. Now to the real duels. Okay. Of course we use RipJaws because RipJaws the best tech. So let's see. Ah, there. Okay, let's see what they do. Just set some cards. Yeah, we don't have the best hand, honestly. Okay. Yeah, the music paused.
Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, I noticed that. Hello? Music? Why does it pause? Is it a problem entirely on... Yeah, sorry. It doesn't let me skip it. That's a bit annoying, you know. You know what? For the now, I hope it will be fine. Yeah, I have to turn off the music and turn on the music on this game right now. Yeah, I have to turn on the music so it won't be as quiet. So you see, here I have all three card types in my hand. So monsters, like I said, can be summoned or put in face down defense position. You can only summon them in attack position face up if you normal summon, or put them in face down defense position. That's called setting, and it also counts as your normal summon. Then, yeah, spells can be either activated face up on your turn, or set on your turn. You can only... and if you set a normal spell card, for example, you can still activate it on the same turn. Exception are quick spell cards like this one. If you set them, then you can only activate them during the next turn. But they can, they're kind of like a combination of between spell and trap. Because traps, unlike, you can also set traps like the spell cards. They, you see, spells and traps go into this row. You can set them there, and traps have to be set, have to stay set for for one turn until you can activate them. You can't activate them immediately. But what they can do, other than at spells, you can activate them during your opponent's turn, and that whenever the conditions of the card are met. For example, if I set the Phantom Knight's Fogblade, for example, I can activate it as soon as my opponent has a face-up effect monster on the field. And then I can activate it and target it to negate its effects and stop it from attacking and such. For example, quick spell cards are in between spells and traps. They count as spells though, but you can use them either on your turn like a normal spell card, or to do so. Yeah, you can activate them whenever normally, because they You can activate them from your hand during your turn. During each phase. That's what they are better at than normal spells. But you can also set them to use them kind of like a trap on your opponent's turn. I know it most likely sounds a little complicated at first, but yeah, I can tell you it will become easier by time. So, first I'll normal summon my Raider Swing. So now, this turn, I cannot do any other normal summons, except for if I have an effect that gives me an additional normal summon. Then, now I set the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. And yeah, now is a little exception. Normally, you can only activate traps on the next turn then only. But this trap has an effect that I can activate it directly on the same turn. Because it says if I don't have any traps in my graveyard, I can activate it on the same turn it was set. So I'll activate it to now special summon this trap as a monster, because it has the effect that I can summon it as a level 4 dark monster. And it also says his stats. But for me, that isn't important. So now I'll use these as Xyz material. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should teach you all those extra deck summons this soon already, because yeah, that can be a lot for the beginning.
Well, maybe later.
Yeah. Right now, you see, important though is monsters summoned from the extra deck are always special summoned. They cannot be normal summoned. They are always special summoned. That means when you special summon a monster, normally they have to go in face up attack position or face up defense position. Except for if the special summon effect says it differently. But usually they are just face up then. That's the only way how you can summon a monster in face up defense position. Okay. Then now I detach a material to use its effect. To get my Radeon Singing Lanius. The thing is, I don't know what my opponent has as traps, so... But I think, if I remember correctly at the Gladiator Beast deck, the problem was they usually had just set effects if the opponent controlled a Gladiator Beast. What does this card do? It just boosts his monsters, but that's it. But let's destroy one of my opponent's cards. Well, I can target a card that my opponent controls, a spell or trap card. These are spells or traps. So... And then... Yeah, pay 100,000 life points to banish it. So, left, right or middle? Which one should I banish? You get to choose. Are you there? Ah, muted. Okay. Then I guess I'll do it myself, and why not left? Yeah, this card is also pretty good, but old, and not that good anymore. Okay, now special summon Singing Lanius, because I can special summon it because I have an Xyz monster on the field. Then I'll use Raider to Nest. I should have banished that.
I muted myself. I was just letting our dog go inside because the thunder is getting closer. It is scared of thunder.
Yeah, I have to quickly restart. Okay. Yeah. No, that's a better hand, honestly. Okay, so first, normal summon. Oh, I missed it. Then I can use its effect to special summon a Raidraptor monster from my deck. That is level 4 or lower. Yeah, normally you just play such monsters. Funny enough, Raidraptor has a level 5 monster, but no one plays it. Because it is just bad. So let's use that. Alright. So, XC summon. Let's see. Yeah, Singulaneous. So yeah, you see, important is, a duel, or let's say a turn, is divided into 6 phases. The draw phase, like it says, you draw your card at the beginning of your turn. Then you go to the standby phase. It is, yeah, some effects can happen there, but normally most things, not much happens there, so you often skip it and go to the main phase 1. That's the phase in which you summon monsters, activate spell cards, set traps, and yeah, or change the position of a monster. Then the battle phase, in which you can attack. That's you can't set any cards or summon any monsters there, except for if an effect is triggered that allows you to do that. And of course, traps and quick spell cards can be activated there. So normal spells cannot be activated there. Then we have the main phase 2. It is, yeah, the same as the main phase 1, but if you summon in the main phase 1, you cannot summon, if you use your normal summon on the main phase 1, you cannot use it on the main phase 2. They're kinda like, yeah, they are one main phase, just divided by the battle phase in between. But if you combine them, you have one main phase that tells you what you can do. And the end phase, yeah, some effects happen there, but it's mostly for you say that you end your turn and that you can, that your opponent will start their turn after that. So yeah, right now I'm in the main phase 1, that means I can summon monsters, I can activate spells, I can do everything. Also important is, you can only either summon a monster on the turn, or change its position. So if you summon a monster, you cannot activate, you cannot change the same monster's position on the same turn. And you can only change the position once per turn of that monster. So for example, I cannot change my monsters to attack position here, because I just summoned them. Or if I would, for example, attack in the battle phase with one monster I have in attack position, I can switch it to defense position this turn. So yeah, let's see. Now let's special summon that. That and that. Raidraptor Tricks. Then use its effect. Yeah, you see, new Yugioh is mostly focused on special summoning a lot of monsters, and that way trying to get out good monsters that can stop your opponent or defeat your opponent quickly. So now we do that. Yeah, what I play is also a so-called combo deck, because it can do long turns, but after that turn you have really good monsters on the field, or cards on the field. Okay, next I'll need that. Now that will let me set a spell or trap, yeah, a rank up magic card. Then let's see. Now I'll use this. I target an Xyz monster in my graveyard. Yeah, a Rage Raptor Xyz monster to summon it to the field. And then I can use it as Xyz material for an Xyz monster with 2 ranks higher. Like this one. Now I'll use that effect to summon it, then the second effect, because yeah, the conditions are met. I can summon this. Next I'll use this as link material, and this. Okay. Then I'll send this to the graveyard for its effect. And set this one. That can help me a bit. Yeah, you see that right now I am on the first turn of the whole duel, so I began. That means I cannot attack on this turn.
Alright.
Yeah, otherwise it would be unfair, because I could attack directly and my opponent wouldn't get to play at all. So that way this is fair. Also, if I begin, I don't get to draw a card on my first turn. So the advantage is my opponent can only use cards they have in their hand and that can stop me from their hand. But I have less cards to play with, and I cannot attack. So it is supposed to make it more fair, but yeah, still this first turn is at most decks much better. But some decks are quite good in going second.
Depends on the deck, right?
Exactly. For example, I also have a Sky Striker deck, and that one is pretty good at going second. But Rage Raptor is the best at going first, because it likes to build boards that your opponent has problems with breaking through. Also, many trap decks also prefer need to go first, so they can use their traps actually to stop their opponent. Because most traps cannot be used from your hand. So, okay. Next I'll use this effect. I detach one material here to summon it. Then I'll overlay those. Then use that effect. Okay, next I'll need the Necro Vulture, because it has a good effect for me. By the way, would you mind it if we kinda, let's say, include your lessons in the project a little? Maybe it would help the viewers as well if they want to learn the game.
I won't mind at all.
Okay, because that way we can you can kinda learn it hands-on a bit. Okay, then now I'll set my quick spell cards so I can use them on my opponent's turn. I also have a trap that I can use on my opponent's turn, and then because I can't battle, I'll go to the end phase to end my turn. Now it's my opponent's turn. He draws a card, then he goes to the standby phase, main phase, and now he can use cards. Let's see. I think I will leave the card there for now. And now I will do something, because he has a monster and that can help me a bit. So, let's see. I want to banish one card as cost to activate my card, my Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic Force, I have to banish one dark monster or more to target one dark monster I control and make a rank up by the amount of banished monsters to an Xyz Dragon, Phantom Knights, or Raidraptor monster. And this one is very good. Then now I can trigger the effect of the Phantom Knights of Rusty Badish, because I Xyz summoned a monster, or special summoned an Xyz monster to its zone it points to, because it has those arrows, and it points down here. I can use its effect to destroy a card on the field. And I destroyed the monster. Okay. And now my opponent has a problem. So let's see, I will get rid of that back row card. I don't want it there. Okay, and now let's go to the battle phase. Because now it's my second turn, I am not on the first turn of the duel anymore. That means my opponent doesn't have any monsters. That means I can attack directly. So you see, both players start with 8,000 life points. And yeah, I lower their life points with each attack. And if one player has 0 life points left, that player lost. That's the most simple way to win a duel. Just attack and yeah, try to lower the opponent's life points to 0. Of course there are more options to win the duel, but that's the main one. Okay. Let's see. Ah, now I have to play with that deck. Hmm?
Well, you know the thunder here.
Yeah. Thunderbolt! Okay. A Gladiator Beast monster can activate its effect at the end of the battle phase if it survives on the field, even if its attack is lower than that of the opponent's monster. Check not only the attack of your opponent's monsters, but also whether your opponent is using spell or trap cards to prevent them from being destroyed by, in battle, and think about how to respond. Yeah. Yeah, you see, of course Yugioh is a very tactical game. And... okay, why is the game loading so long? Okay, but it did. So, I can go first. So, yeah. Yeah, like you saw on the last turn, you can, if your opponent doesn't have monsters, you can attack directly. If they have monsters though, then you have to attack the monsters first, except for if you have an effect that can bypass that. And yeah, then it depends which monster has the higher stat. For example, if you have if you attack, you have to count your opponent's attack points. You see, a monster has a level, which is needed to for either for summons, and you have attack points and defense points. The attack points are counted when you have them in attack position. Defense points, of course, when they are in defense position. A monster in attack position can attack, but when your opponent attacks it and the opponent has higher attack points than your monster is destroyed and you take battle damage in equal to the difference in between the points. If your monster is in defense position though, your monster is also destroyed if your opponent has the stronger monster, but you don't take any damage. And Also, yeah, if your monster is has the lower attack points and you attack a stronger monster, you take damage, and your monster is destroyed. If the opponent's monster is in defense position and you have lower attack points than the defense points, you take damage, but your monster isn't destroyed because defense position monsters can't destroy monsters by battle. I hope it isn't too complicated already.
Well, just a little bit.
Okay, so which was the part that was too complicated yet? So I can maybe try to explain it a bit better. Also, of course, you can always ask questions, and maybe that wasn't the best idea. Let's see. What's that? Okay. So they have to be listed. Yeah, wait, they can be in my hand as well. Okay. So we have Darius and we have Noxious. Do we have anyone that can we... Okay, this one needs 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. But it doesn't have any effects. Interesting. But it's an effect monster. Yeah, it only says how you have to summon it, but that's it. That can make for some interesting rules. Aquari, nope. 3 Gladiator Beast monsters? No, we don't have those. Also not. Nope. There's only one we can summon. Let's do it like this. Yeah, he can get a Gladiator Beast, okay. We have to use this to protect our monster. We have to protect our monster. We change its battle position, that way it cannot attack. Okay, we summon another one. Oh no, we keep it in our... we cannot summon it. And I keep it in my hand because it can be useful. So yeah. Of course, if you have any questions or such about any rules or such, just say so. That way you learn the best. Okay. At the end of the battle phase I can use that effect to now summon. Do we have any good effects here? Bestiary. Any good effects here? Bestiary. Up to 2 cards on the field, destroy those targets. Not bad. What other effects do we have here? That needs too many too many monsters. Also too many. Also too many. Also too many. Okay. Oh wait, I actually could do one of them. I could make one of them. Because this card can use multiple materials. So what was that one? Can target 2 cards on the field and destroy them. Not bad. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. So this one destroys 1 spell or trap card on the field. Alright, let's get it on the field. Now let's set this card. We'll save this. Because, yeah, why should we waste it for now? I'm a bit careful with this deck. And now I can use this to fusion summon. So Bestiari. And this one. And let's use that effect to destroy these cards. Alright, that gives us a good position. Let's get a good monster, let's see. Maybe we should just go for damage. Let's get Laquari. And use that as well. We can summon it to our opponent's monster, that is great. Alright, now let's do lots of damage. Let's use that effect, shuffle it back to summon a better one. Let's see. We don't have a Gladiator Beast card, so we cannot draw. Okay. Yeah, this episode is already a bit too long, but no problem. We'll finish this duel. No. You need a graveyard. I don't have any there. I mean, it's a high level monster, that way we won't draw it. So why not summon it? No, I won't use that effect yet. Interesting decision. That was a stupid decision. But okay. I mean... First attack with their monster. I'd finish it, okay. I mean, why not? Okay. That means we have done that. Okay, but yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please like and subscribe. Also, check out the other playthroughs on my channel if you want to watch more. In the description you find a link to Twitch, where you can watch me stream live, and 3 links to Straw Poll, where you can vote for the next games I'll play on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and the community streams. So, I hope to see you next time again. Have a great time. Bye bye.